not reacting the way they want us to react. Now, let me ask you a question. I've told you they'd kill people for this shit. You're going to sit there and pretend they wouldn't cozy up, pretend they're a source, a friend, and rile you up a little bit? Because riling you up did what, does what, and also, what did they mention? That's global. So that happens, and I tell you that for sure did happen. Now ask yourself, I'm not going to say names, who's getting what or what. Ask yourself, are you that guy? You can easily tell yourself that. Are you adding to the frustration problems, or are you adding to the solution? If you have to scream to get people to hear you, you're not doing something right, and you're affecting every one of us.
Okay, I'm going to be the first one to be confused by what you just said. So who's
We have people.
what? I know you won't name names.
Well, I don't want to say
I
names.
know.
There's people who are getting information and flying off the hook and calling people cunts, bitches,
Okay, well that's UFO
reaching
Twitter,
out and
right?
saying, well, no, not
Yeah.
everybody, but I'm saying targeting. Saying this kind of stuff to, I can't say it because it'll give too much away. And point is, no, it's not people on Twitter saying it. It's people reaching out to people and saying it. Targeting, literally, these people hear it. That's why NASA said something, because it's not going on Twitter. They're not saying so-and-so's this. They're literally reaching out to people.
Nah, bro. Let's call it for what it is. It's some corny ass shit. It's some bitch ass shit is what it is.
Yeah, they're
It's
Facebooking people and saying blah, 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 blah
it's
to the
people
exact
that
people.
get their emotional, personal feelings, and they reach out to these people who are actually making a difference and try and vent their feelings to these people. And they're like, dude, like, like, we don't need this personal attack because you don't feel like we're doing what exactly you want us to do. And I think that's a problem when they've
It's not
had to
just one
publicly
individual.
say that.
There's two sides. Imagine this. Right now, if you go look up UFO, you're probably going to see Nazi. Why? Because UFO Twitter's blown up with every space, everything's Nazi. Everybody's a Nazi. That's shit that parlays to all of us, right? Who's feeding that shit? We know who's good, who's bad, but what does that benefit to keep bringing stuff like that up over and over and over? Besides pointing out that this group of assholes are Nazis. We're not, right? So someone's stirring shit. Most people don't know it. Look at who you're talking to. Ask yourself this. Are those people getting you to do things that aren't positive? They're stirring shit.
And quickly, in case anybody caught the drama in the last couple of days, I just want to clarify. I'm not going to go into detail or name names, but as a point of clarification, there were several of us that were in a room where there was a woman by the name of Marina Seren who was saying some absolutely heinous, heinous things. And we were speaking out against what she said, and then someone has mischaracterized our presence in that room. So, for those who have followed the narrative, you now know if you didn't already figure it out. But yeah.
No, not even that narrative, right? So, yes, I know about that Christopher Mellon, that girl, all that stuff. Yeah, that plays into it. I don't know if you've been on UFO Twitter the last couple months, but there's been a war between the anti-Nazis and the supposed Nazis. Doesn't matter which side you're on. All you've done is played into whoever's narrative that doesn't help disclosure. Matter of fact, it took away from disclosure. People that are smart as fuck that I know, that's what they're still doing. Here I am at the Roswell Daily Record when I was literally, a year and a half ago, just starting my first podcast on the topic, because again, I don't do that shit. I add to, I don't take away from. So remember, all I'm asking you is this. I'm not saying who's who, what. If you're doing negative shit because someone else has told you something and you're reacting, you should probably ask yourself, wait, was that on purpose?